inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And got his man. Complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play. Mariota to Davis. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry here for Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second and 11 now. Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Davis, a man to watch on the outside, but he could be in for a tough go of it. He's going to be watched by Vontae Davis, a multiple-time Pro Bowler, so that will not be an easy assignment.
And what makes Vontae Davis really good at what he does is his frame. Big, strong, physical corner who also can run, and that makes it easy for him to match up with whatever receiver comes in his direction.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits from those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Give him 6 on the play. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Foles. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
the stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Johnson running right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Mariota. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. There's Foles. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
David Johnson on his way. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but Able to contain him on that play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again on second down. Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Going up, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Conley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mariota being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On the return is Peterson. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Delta. 24.
Mike, 55.
Let's go, great. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 13.
Flat. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Lee. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 22. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Before the game...
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 24, Foles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Right here. 18-yard line.
Hayden's goal.
Second and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, 7-1.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's going to let this go deep for Lee, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. David Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I don't think you got it, son. Check, 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 check.
Where are they, team?
Check, 48's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
One last shot now for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You don't want smoke.